This is a great example of how tempo. We use that word, tempo. It's the time element of the game. And the space element we look at all the time. We're always watching all this stuff on the field. I've even tried to teach some of my friends, just look at the play clock. Are they getting it off with 20 seconds left, 25 seconds left, 14 seconds left, 10 seconds left? I try to help them with that because regular fans don't even look at that, don't even care. I'll say to my one friend, if he sees a game and I didn't see it, and I'll go, oh, were they running tempo? What do you mean? Well, were they huddling or not huddling? Oh, they don't even know. Fans don't, it's not even in their their vision to see that. So unless you're kind of like aware of it more. So that just tells you that it's something that's not thought of much, but makes such a difference. So the first play, Oregon ran a nice little 10-yard run or something. It's his first down again. And, or is it even, I don't even know what down. It doesn't really matter, but this is the second play. They had a nice little run on the first play. Ohio State was just a little over-aggressive, a little too fired up, and the guy cut it back. Okay, no problem. But now we come out, tempo. And I'm not talking no huddle. Like what Ohio State was doing against Tennessee this last game wasn't too much tempo. It was a little bit, but this is more real tempo. Like Ohio State gets the ball off, they're not huddling, they get it off around 20 seconds, a little bit under 15 to 20 seconds left on the clock. Okay, that's not really tempo. I'd like to see it 20 to 25 seconds left on the clock. That's tempo. Okay, if it's 25 to 30 seconds left on the clock, that's frantic tempo. Okay, so this wasn't frantic, but it was tempo. And what happens? So Will Stein runs what I call a power spread, a PS Pro, power spread pro. So it's his base is not pro style in his scheme, but it has a lot of little pro elements where it's just like West Coast offense where everybody's spread out across the field on the pass route and everything. And people aren't too spread out in the sets. But other times he'll definitely come out and spread it out. I mean, this is pretty, you have twins. I don't think people even say it that much anymore, but twins to one pretty far out, not all the way to the sideline. This isn't Art Briles, but it's pretty spread. Okay, with twins, a lot of space here, a lot of chance. So when you're not spread in a condensed set, you can spread out. West Coast offense is condensed, and then it spreads out after. It spreads the field post snap. This is spread pre snap, and it gives a lot of room to do based on what you want to do. Okay, now back to the tempo. Now that's more space. Let's go back to the time, the tempo. They're coming up here quick. You see Ohio State still trying to get set. They're still trying to get their guys out. When you do tempo and then you spread it with space like this, these guys got to hurry up and get to what they're supposed to do and then try to keep thinking of their assignment. And remember, these aren't robots. This isn't computer. This isn't fantasy league. You're playing your fantasy league. If you played your fantasy league on the field here, you'd have a concussion, okay? See, it's very violent sport, and anybody who's played understands this. It's really violent. So these guys just had a violent exchange, a hard run, and now they're like trying to run around, get set up. These guys are coming out tempo and right here, okay? And look, it's a very simple play. And when you run tempo, if you run a run, especially frantic, you've got to keep it simple. This is just a little... It's actually a play action. I thought it might be an RPO. You go by the lineman. Is the lineman run? Are the linemen run blocking? Yeah, it's a little bit of an RPO, I think. Yeah, they're taking care. Yeah, it's an RPO. But, you got 6 guys. You got 7. Another guy down's looking in. You've only got 2-on-2 out here wide. So he decides to go to out to wide. I think he had the option to hand it off, but I could be wrong. It doesn't matter. So, but the point is, because everybody's racing around trying to get themselves set up, now you might say, well, that wasn't that great of a play. I know, because Ohio State's so damn talented. But look at even Iggy's yelling back at Ransom right now, something. And all of a sudden he's trying to play. Now look where Iggy takes on this block. Had this guy been a little stronger there, and then what happened to this other guy? He doesn't make... because this is so simple. This is based off the first block. This has got to happen. He's out of position. This is all screwed up right there. And then of course look at the speed of, now I'm looking. This is why I say this. We have the most talent. So I think that's Sawyer. I'm trying to see the number. Yeah, Sawyer. So Jack Sawyer comes flying out there. So, okay, whatever. It didn't really work. But the point is, hey, look, it's not a bad play. That's what I love about all this power spread type of stuff. You know, the worst comes to worst, you get a couple yards. You know, you don't just stagnate. You don't just stalemate. And they did this tempo all game. And yeah, maybe I didn't show the best gain of the thing, but Ohio State came really fired up. They're really talented. They overran the first play, and they had trouble getting set up on this second one, as you can see. And how many yards did he get off that? Yeah, because he still got 4. It's not bad. Okay, so and here's another thing Tempo can do. This is freeze tempo. Come up, shotgun, guy in motion. You know, but they got up to that line of scrimmage quick. You didn't see that in this film. But now stop. Check the defense. We're going to do something a little different because we have a middle opening. And then we point around. I don't know what the whole plan was here, but these are the little wrinkles Stein throws in. Look, and it's easier with a veteran quarterback for sure. But Gabriel's like, okay, hold. I've seen this Howard. I see us doing this week. I see Ohio State playing some games like this with Will Howard. But no, wait, this guy over here, watch it. And then boom, QB sneak. Easy first down. So you can see it from here, And believe you me, we have Ohio State. This is not just a fan talking. We have more talent. We have more talent than Oregon. I don't care. Hands down, we have more talent. We have more talent on defense. It's more debatable on offense, but probably on offense as well. Gabriel's a heck of a quarterback, but they have talent over there. But I'm just saying we have more talent. So yeah, so Oregon has to be better scheming. Okay, here's an example of the tempo again, just burning us big time. What tempo can do. Look at it. We're trying to figure out. I mean, honestly, I can't tell if this quarters, cover 7, cover 2. When you say cover 7, it's not just a number. It means everyone's part of the shell, and it morphs to the pattern. It's the beginning of match pattern stuff that Saban was doing a long time ago. So everybody uses a version of this now. Cover 2 is more like, so in cover 7, the cornerback is clouding, but he really has to watch that corner out. But everybody morphs towards the coverage. 2 match, because it's cover 2, but still matching. You still match up, but it has less of that morph. It's more like you definitely have 2 deep safeties covering the halves. And this guy's more going to be up in the flat area. Not all the way like country cover 2 in the old days, but somewhat. So anyway, but the point is, they're not sure. My guess is, because of the way Iggy's going back, it's either quarters or it's supposed to be some sort of a cover 7. And really, Styles or that linebacker is supposed to have this guy, and he should have been out there already. But the point is, when you have experienced quarterback and a coordinator, and you're doing tempo, and look how fast we're confused, and then bing, bang, a boom. 1, 2, 3, boom. And it's out. And we're giving up a first down or whatever. So it's just, you just can't overstate it enough what tempo can do to teams. I understand the negatives to tempo. There's a lot, but there's a lot of positives. You got to figure out how to do it, how to use it. And there's another effect of tempo. Out comes Oregon in a real quick little no huddle, and there's our guy Downs, and there's Hancock. And they both follow this receiver. There was no way they both should be doing that. They've got they don't have their defense straight. They don't have their assignment straight. So Simon, I hope I wasn't calling him Styles. No, Cody Simon, 0, has to try to take on this. He does an incredible job and almost does it. But see, these two guys don't know what something's screwed up. And it's tempo is what it is. And so again, what is Knowles going to do about this? He's going to sit there and say, I don't know what I can do. No, obviously he knows a lot of things to do. But what he's going to, my guess is, got to keep it simple, stupid. Got to, you remember, if they're going fast, the simple, it's better. And I don't know what that all means. That's the details he needs to figure out. But, and if we get burned sometimes, it's okay. It happens. But you don't want it to happen repeatedly, obviously. So look at Styles here. I love it. How he busts through here. And part of keeping it simple might be doing less, we're not going to start blitzing like crazy. We'll mix it up every once in a while, but to just keep it simple. We kept it pretty simple against Tennessee, believe it or not. We weren't running really crazy exotic stuff on defense. It was a nice like cover 5 that morphed into a man, a one man. or it morphed into a cover 3. It was just a simple 5 DBs in the back, and they would morph into either man coverage or cover 3 or keep it at cover 5, and then it mix in some quarters. But it sounds complicated when I'm talking about it. It's not. It was simple and it was cool. And it's not easy because Heupel's doing the Briles stuff and guys were spread. It made the field look twice as big as it is. You know, that's what Briles was a genius at. He made it seem like there was more space than there was. So anyways, back to watch 0. Bust through those guys, but it took so much effort to get there against a tough little running back. Bing. So as much as you want to yell at him for not making that tackle, he almost made a great play, and you know, if that was IU running back, he would have had him. Let's put it that way.